Durga Puja, the biggest religious festival of Hindu community, concludes with immersion of idols. President Mohammad Shahabuddin greets the members of Hindu community at Bongo Bhavan, marking Durga Puja urges all, irrespective of religion and caste, to work together to build a prosperous and discrimination-free country. Chief of Army Staff General Waqar-Uzzaman pays courtesy call on Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. Mother Hilsha Conservation Campaign 2024 begins to ensure safe breeding of the fish. Catching, transporting, marketing, storage, buying, selling and exchanging of Hilsha will remain banned till November 3rd. Government taking responsibility of the martyrs' families and injured during anti-discrimination student movement. Following physicians' advisors injured to be sent abroad for better treatment, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor. At least 1,645 people killed in Israeli attacks in Lebanon since last September, says the country's health ministry. And England beats Scotland by 10 wickets in ICC Women's T20 World Cup in Sharjah. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is Upoma Shaha with you, welcoming you to the news at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. Durga Puja, the largest religious festival for Bengali Hindu community, comes to an end with the immersion of goddess Durga's idols in water bodies across the country, marking the end of 5 days of devotion, celebration and community bonding. In Dhaka, thousands of devotees have gathered along the banks of Buriganga River, where idols from temples and neighborhoods transported on brightly decorated trucks for immersion. The ritual, which symbolizes goddess Durga's return to her celestial home, is a deeply emotional moment for devotees, a mix of joy and sorrow as they bid farewell to the goddess. The immersion ceremony is the final act of the festival and is accompanied by prayers, chants and the blowing of conch shells, creating a vibrant yet poignant atmosphere. Devotees throw flowers into the river as they watch the idol slowly sink, a gesture symbolizing the goddess's departure. With this farewell, devotees look forward to Durga's return next year, keeping alive the hope and spirit of the festival. Earlier, the main Bijoy procession started from the Dhakeshwari temple, where the majority of the capital's puja mondaps joined. The countdown to this year's Durga Puja began with Mahalaya on October 2nd, and the 5-day celebration started on October 9th with Shoshti. The festival included Maha Shaptami on Thursday, followed by Kumari Puja, Maha Ashtami and Shondhi Puja on Friday, and Maha Navami on Saturday. President Mohammad Shahabuddin urged all, irrespective of religion and caste, to work together to build Bangladesh as a developed, prosperous and non-discriminatory country. The president made the call while greeting people of the Hindu community on the occasion of Durga Puja at Bongo Bhavan this morning. President's wife, Dr. Rebecca Sultana, religious advisor of the interim government, AFM Khalid Hussain, primary and mass education advisor, Dr. Bidhan Ranjan Roy, Ramakrishna Mission principal and secretaries to the president were present. Noting that Bangladesh is a country of communal harmony, President Mohammad Shahabuddin urged all, irrespective of religions, castes and political affiliations, to stand by the flood-affected people of the country.
হিন্দু সম্প্রদায়ের অন্যতম প্রধান ধর্মীয় উৎসব শারদীয় দুর্গা পূজা উপলক্ষে দেশের সকল হিন্দু ধর্মাবলম্বীকে জানাই শারদীয় শুভেচ্ছা ও প্রাণঢালা অভিনন্দন। বাংলাদেশ সাম্প্রদায়িক সম্প্রীতির দেশ। সাম্প্রদায়িক সম্প্রীতি আমাদের সংস্কৃতির অনন্য বৈশিষ্ট্য। বর্তমান পরিবর্তিত পরিস্থিতিতে বাংলাদেশকে উন্নত, সমৃদ্ধ ও বৈষম্যহীন দেশ হিসেবে গড়ে তুলতে পরমত সহিষ্ণুতা, পারস্পরিক আস্থা ও বিশ্বাস আর সহযোগিতার কোনো বিকল্প নেই। দেশকে এগিয়ে নিতে হলে ধর্ম, বর্ণ নির্বিশেষে ভেদাভেদ ভুলে একসঙ্গে কাজ করতে হবে। ভয়াবহ বন্যায় বাংলাদেশের দক্ষিণ পূর্বাঞ্চল সহ বিভিন্ন অঞ্চল ব্যাপকভাবে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে। বন্যা কবলিত এলাকার লোকজন মানবেতর জীবনযাপন করছে। সরকার অসহায় এসব লোকদের নিরাপদ আশ্রয়ের পাশাপাশি জীবন ধারণের জন্য প্রয়োজনীয় খাদ্য, পানি ও ঔষধ সহ সার্বিক সহায়তা দিয়ে আসছে। এছাড়া বৈষম্য বিরোধী ছাত্র জনতাও তাদের সাধ্যমতো প্রচেষ্টা চালিয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমি আশা করি পর উপকারের মহান ব্রত নিয়ে যারা যতটুকু সামর্থ্য আছে তাদের অসহায় ও দুস্থ মানুষের পাশে দাঁড়ানোর জন্য দলমত নির্বিশেষে সবাই এগিয়ে আসবেন।
Later, President Mohammad Shahabuddin exchanged greetings with invited guests. Hindu religious personalities and leaders of the community, high commissioners and ambassadors of different countries and distinguished personalities from various professions of the Hindu community attended the reception. Chief of Army Staff General Waqaruzzaman paid a courtesy call on Chief Advisor of the interim government, Professor Mohammad Yunus, today. During the meeting, the Army Chief apprised the Chief Advisor of the ongoing activities of the Army besides exchanging pleasantries. The Chief Advisor provided necessary directives to the Chief of the Army Staff. A 22-day ban on catching, selling and transporting Hilsha fish began last midnight as part of government efforts to safeguard mother Hilsha during the peak breeding season. The ban enforced by the Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock will remain in effect until November 3rd. On the first day of the ban, fishing trawlers were docked along the river and fishermen were busy cleaning their boats. Authority concerned said that to support affected fishermen, the government is distributing 25 kg of rice to each registered fishing families during this period. They said that mobile codes have been deployed along the Podda River to ensure compliance with the ban. July Shohid Smriti Foundation distributed financial aid of 1,71,42,050 taka so far among 176 persons of the all injured during anti-discrimination student movement. Brother of Shohid Mir Mugdho and General Secretary of July Shohid Smriti Foundation Mir Mahabubur Rahman Snigdho informed this to journalists after distributing checks among injured in Dhaka Medical College Hospital today. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Muhammad Nahid Islam and Youth and Sports Advisor Asif Mahmood Shoji Bhuya were present, among others. The Youth and Sports Advisor said actions will be taken against those involved in firing bullets during the student mass people uprising. No one will be spared. The Information and Broadcasting Advisor said the government has taken responsibilities of the martyrs' families and injured during the anti-discrimination student movement. He said following the physician's advices, injured to be sent abroad for better treatment. The Information and Broadcasting Advisor also said journalists who supported the fascist regime during the anti-discrimination student movement should be brought under justice. Earlier, the advisors inquired about the injured of anti-discrimination student movement who are going under treatment in Dhaka Medical College Hospital. Later, the advisors went to BSMMU and visited the injured of anti-discrimination student movement who were receiving treatment at trauma treatment room. The advisors inquired about the treatment of the injured and assured them to provide all kinds of assistance. This year's Sharodiya Durga Puja is a unique example of communal harmony in the country. BNP Senior Joint General Secretary Ruhul Kabir Rizvi came up with the remarks while talking to reporters after placing wreaths and offering Fatiha at Ziaur Rahman's grave in the capital today. The program was arranged on the occasion of the return of BNP chairperson's advisor and UK BNP President M.A. Malik. Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami Amir Dr. Shafiqur Rahman has demanded the trial of those involved in killing of Jamaat men. Instead of pursuing retaliation, he said that fascist Sheikh Hasina and the Awami League's ally should be prosecuted under the existing law. Shafiqur Rahman made the call today when he was addressing a Rukun conference of Dhaka North City unit of Jamaat in Dhaka today. The Jamaat Amir said Awami League's regime was full of extremists and terrorist activities. Even their leaders and activists are now ashamed to utter the name of the party due to its fascist behaviors. Dhaka North City Unit Jamaat arranged the Rukun conference at Bangladesh-China Friendship Conference Center in public after 19 years following the fall of fascist Sheikh Hasina's government. The number of dengue patients is increasing all over the country, including the capital. The number of fatalities also rose at the same time. Bangladesh has recorded more than 40,000 dengue patients and more than 200 deaths so far this year. In a visit today, it was seen that all hospitals in the capital are overcrowded with dengue patients. Experts advise the public not to panic if they contract dengue. According to them, dengue is typically treated at home. Admission to the hospital should only be considered for seriously ill patients. In addition to strengthening mosquito control activities to prevent dengue menace, experts are emphasizing on personal awareness that water should not accumulate anywhere in the house for more than 3 days. Now, international news.